Amaechi. On this channel, I talk about topics around God, adulting, and everything in between. And I'm not alone today. I'm with a very favorite and very beautiful friend.
My name is Balogun, and it's nice to
meet you all. Yeah. And today, together, we're going to be doing something around becoming. Becoming. Yes. So why becoming? Becoming is a book that resonates with at least 9 out of 10 girls I know personally. So I'm basically going to be drawing out lessons from becoming, asking Rachel questions on it, because Rachel is a big deal. You guys don't just know. So I'm going to be asking her questions on it, and she's going to be answering me. But before then, I have a small package for you. I want to read something out to you. I need to read my friend's bio to you guys, so you guys know she's a big deal. So listen and listen good. Rachel Balogun is a social change agent passionate about educating and upskilling indigent children in rural areas. She is the project coordinator at KLCI. She's a child mentorship volunteer, still at KLCI, and she's a fellow of the platform Young Professional Bootcamp. She's an ambassador for World Literacy Foundation, a volunteer at Caleb Club 200, and she was the one-time vice president of the Student Representative Council of Caleb University, a female coordinator at the Caleb University Campus Fellowship, a star student, a very reliable friend. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as I make welcome Rachel Balogun. Woo! Talk for yourself, please now. Okay, so that's all about that as far as that is concerned. Rachel, I'm really glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here too.
Yes, and I really cannot wait for you to answer my questions. Yes, so my questions is centered around lessons from becoming, the memo Becoming by Michelle Obama. And the first question is, Michelle Obama said something about in her book, she said something about a high school counselor telling her she is not a pristine material. Princeton is the university she went to. It's an Ivy League school, if you know Princeton. So it's a big deal, and for a child from Chicago South Side, it's really a big deal. But a counselor telling you are not a material, you're not a pristine material is something. So that means she had doubters. So, and then she was able to overcome that. So I want to ask you now, have you ever had doubters, and how did you deal with that? And then third question in this one question is, how do you think people should deal with their doubters?
Okay, personally for me, I'd say no, I haven't really had doubters because I wasn't much of an obvious person. And I say like you can only be doubted if people see what you carry and they just don't want to believe that you can have it. And so for everybody who is being doubted, or for everybody who's doubting themselves, or for everybody who has been vocally doubted and told that they are nothing, well, I just want you to know that that's a lie, because there's no living, breathing person that does not have abilities and potentials. And so if you've been doubted, I'd like you to just take that as a motivation and just work on it. Get intentional about yourself, get intentional about your abilities and the things that you love to do, and just improve on it. Because for everybody that's been doubted, you definitely carry something for people to doubt.
So don't forget, carry something. I think another lesson I like is the fact that she said that she wasn't a star student. She wasn't she was never actually the best in class. As a matter of fact, the person who was the best in her kindergarten class was a Nigerian. Yes. So she said she wasn't ever the #1 student in class, but somehow she always puts in effort, and her efforts will always yield results. So for you personally, do you have any experience that you can remember where your efforts actually just yielded results, not because any no magic happened? It wasn't magic, it was actually efforts that yielded results. Can you tell us an example? That's one. And the second part of this question is, what would you say, really just emphasize on effort and results?
When I say there's nothing you want to do that you won't put efforts into it, no pain, no gain.
Yeah.
And talking about being a star student or not being a star student, for me, I think school does not really measure your worth or your abilities. It just measures everything that you have learned and how you are able to respond to it. So being a star student is not necessarily a determinant of whether you'll be anything. It's basically what you put in, you know, you have to keep sowing. Anytime when my efforts paid off, I'd say a lot of times, especially in school, when I got responsibilities, oh, come and do this, come and do that, I never knew anybody was like paying attention. But I'm this kind of person that I won't like to be somewhere and not just do anything. Like, it will make me feel really uncomfortable. It will make me feel really uncomfortable to be somewhere and not do anything. Yeah, basically that's it.
Okay, so basically you were basically just doing your own thing, your own small corner, and then you were getting recognitions in school. Yes, and my friend was the vice president. Yes. Okay. Okay. I have another question. Michelle Obama's messages, aside the books, our messages always centered around get a good education and do something with it. And I like to believe that education is not just limited to schoolwork and the classroom. Classroom space. I also believe education is people you meet, things.
Definitely.
Yes. So what would you say has good education played a role in your becoming? Yes, has good education played a role in your becoming? And what would you say to somebody who is still becoming, but maybe not, like, still on the journey of becoming physically?
Education is vital. Education is important. That's why, you know, we can strive for quality education, because education is necessary, and it's not just within the four walls of a school. Like, education is basically the process of you assimilating everything that you are learning, whether it's from school or whether it's from your home or whether it's from the people you relate with. So education is definitely like very, very important. I'm this kind of person that likes to pursue all these boring, nerdy things, go for conference, go for seminars, whether online, whether you know, physically on site. And it has really helped, because it has helped me to like meet people, and nobody is an island of ideas. Like, from meeting people, from relating with people, they have this information, and then you check up on the information, you find out that it's really beneficial. Like, it just exposes you. And so even if you don't like boring things, education does not necessarily have to be boring. Like, there's some of us are creatives here. You still have to go out and attend. You still have to like seek. I think the major message is like seek wisdom, seek knowledge, whatever. Yeah, like wherever. What if it's music, if it's movies, if it's art, whatever you want, you still have to go out and seek knowledge and seek ways to improve and meet other people in your space, and then, you know, from that relationship you can definitely become better.
Yes. Thank you so much. She said something again that actually stood out for me. She always talked about how she grew up around so much love and family support. So, of course, I know you personally, but you still have to say it to your mouth. So, how has family in any way played a part of who you became? That's one. And then for people who actually don't have this support from family, how do you think they can make up for that?
Okay, yeah, say who I became.
Oh, sorry, who you are becoming. Who you are something already. I am becoming. You're on a journey of becoming, actually.
Well, family is a huge part. Like, for me, family is a huge part. I don't have any horrible childhood memories. I've always been around love. Like, I have 5 uncles, and they were always available. Like, whether my mom, extended family, nuclear family, I've always had love. And I feel like the family is an enabling environment. If we find adults today who have like emotional issues or trauma, or maybe they are just troublesome adults, you know that right from when they were children, or maybe they probably did not have an enabling environment. So your family is like an enabling, you need that love. What your family does is they give you love, they give you support, they are there, they show up for you. If you have anything to do, they are showing up. That love and support and that feeling of you matter, that's what family provides. And you, like, everybody needs that. Like, we all do. And you know, the thing about life is not everybody has that family that is all enabling and loving. Yeah, some of us, yes, at birth. Some of us have, you know, families that cannot stand each other. Like, your family cannot gather together, everybody will fight, everybody, you know. For people like that, you have to actually pursue an environment. It could be from your friends. It could be maybe an adult or adults that you admire. It doesn't necessarily have to be like your biological family, but you just need that circle. You just need
community.
Yes, you need that
community.
Yes, to raise. So you need a community, like, of people who believe in you, of people who make you feel like you matter, of people who love you, who are willing to listen to you, of people who will go any length for you. Like, we all need that enabling environment. So it's something to pursue. And because of the virtual world now, you necessarily don't really have to go. Like, you can seek, but make sure that it is somewhere that, you know, you are enabled and you just feel like you matter.
Yes. I think I just also add to what Rachel said. Some people are actually good people, but in their presence or around them, it feels like they just demean you and make you feel less of yourself. So make sure you are getting don't worry, I'm not doing anything again. Okay, so in the midst of the story on Michelle Obama and Michelle Obama's becoming, there was a Barack Obama.
Okay.
So at what point do you think we can, I mean for girls now, or even for guys, for girls, at what point do you think we can permit a Barack into the picture? And for guys, at what point do you think we should permit a Michelle into the picture? That's one. And what do we do before we? What do we do? Why before we permit them? Like, why prior to permitting them? What do we do?
When it comes to issues like this, issues of meeting your Barack and your Michelle, there's no like, nothing is set in stone yet. It's different for everybody. You cannot say this is the rules and regulation. If you don't follow it, you'll never find, like, these things happen. Yeah, but there are just certain things for me personally that need to be in place. If we look at the book Becoming, when she describes the circumstance around her meeting Barack Obama, she had something she was doing. Like, for me, it is really important that before I commit my heart or myself or, you know, my time to anyone, I need to have something like to present. Like, I need to bring something to the table, so I don't end up being the meal. Yes, so I need to have, like, I feel like everybody should know themselves. They knew who they were at the point where they met. Barack wasn't done with his education yet, but he knew who he was. He knew what he wanted to do. He already had things that he was doing. In fact, it was from knowing who he was that made her, even though she was a lawyer and all of that, it made her begin to question, like, okay, this thing that I'm doing, am I really enjoying, or am I just doing it because
of the financial benefit?
Exactly. So before allowing anybody in, like, you need to know yourself. You need to be whole in who you are. You need to have something that you can present, something that you are doing, something that is tangible, like your own thing. So you don't begin to, like, become needy
and resentful. People who don't know what they are doing become resentful.
Yeah, when you see things going well for the other person, you just begin to question, like, why is it not happening? So you need to get that sorted. Like, know who you are, have your thing, then yes,
permit your Barack and your Michelle. So Rachel, this was a personal question. What's your superpower?
I'd say I'm on this journey to, like, becoming.
Actually, everybody's becoming.
And to discovering myself, and I'm on this journey to actually letting myself believe that I'm important, and, you know, I'm significant, and I'm just basically learning how to permit myself, because I used to be really critical and hard on myself, and, you know, so for superpowers I'm still discovering, but I'm giving myself room to explore things and to commit, you know, my energy into doing things. So I don't know yet.
Oh my god, so you did all of that to tell us that you don't know what else. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you actually got lessons from this very short video.
It was fun talking to you.
Actually, please get a copy of Becoming, look for it and read it, invest in knowledge. This is what we're talking about. Yes, so thank you so much, and you guys show love to Rachel in the comment section. She's going to read through, and I love you so much.
I love you too.
Bye guys.
Bye.